going to bring by some later. The Akarama Foundation Incorporated and Urban Broadcast Media are partnering to collect bras. And we're collecting these bras with a bra agency, a recycling agency who takes these bras. They are cami, lace, maternity padded, you name it, any kind of bra you got, whether it's gently used or brand new, they're taking them and recycling them into red carpet pillows that they then sell, and the proceeds go to breast cancer research.
That's wonderful.
Yes, and so you can bring them back by here, since you didn't bring me any today, but you didn't know, so that's okay. But you bring them by here at 4108 South King Drive, Urban Broadcast Media in Chicago, 60653, or you can mail them. We take them by mail. Attention, EmPower Hour.
Definitely bring in some.
Thank you so very much. And because I learned through some of my guests that there are definitely more than just the pink pens for cancer.
Right.
And so what I've been doing is trying to, as we like to do here on EmPower Hour, educate, enrich, and empower our listeners. So every day I've been adding on to new colors. So blue is the prostate cancer color. Yellow is sarcoma, bone, and bladder cancer color. Teal and white is cervical cancer, and we learned that that is one of the gynecological cancers that exist out there. And I think I did the black last time was melanoma. And then we had a guest in here, and she was teal for toy for ovarian cancer, and clear. So if there's a clear pen you see, that's lung cancer. Okay, I know, right? There's so many colors and there's so much to learn about cancer. So I just wanted to make sure that we, during this month, which is not only cancer, breast cancer awareness month, mental health awareness month, and domestic violence awareness month. So October is a very, very busy month. Now from the newsroom, I don't know if anybody has heard this, but Tom Joyner, we love you, Tom. He has announced that the end of his morning show will be in the next 2 years. So radio broadcasting legend Tom Joyner, yes, he got the famous name Flight Jock because he was flying from Chicago in the mornings to his afternoon shows in Dallas. But he is going to terminate the show 2019.
Oh my goodness.
And that's actually his 25th anniversary from syndicating the morning show. So he has been a part of radio for 40 years. Tom Joyner, it is time to retire. We love you and we're going to miss you, but if you have done 40 years in radio, 25 of those being syndicated. Yes, and he has been, known for supporting and historically funding black colleges and universities. Yes. And so he is a graduate of his hometown, Tuskegee University in Tuskegee. Hey, my little sister is from Tuskegee, Tuskegee University, and we are a huge HBCU family. So I know how much the Tom Joyner Morning Show has done for bringing light and awareness to thinking about HBCUs. Now, everybody has a smartphone. We're on the phones, Facebook and Live right now. Everybody has them, but your smartphone is making you sick.
What?
Yes, that's what they're saying.
I'm addicted to mine.
I know. Your phone is your new best friend. It's probably your therapist. It's your tour guide. It's tracking how many steps you're doing. It is everything these cell phones are. They say the average iPhone. Now I'm a Samsung user, but we don't have
Android.
Android. But nonetheless, iPhone users unlock their phones 80 times a day, according to Apple data.
That's about right.
Yes. How healthy is this relationship? One says, right? This is what people are saying. Your smartphone is damaging your performance, according to the Wall Street Journal. A 2015 study suggests that merely being in close proximity to your phone has a detrimental effect on your ability to concentrate. Yeah, I would agree. I'm a 100% agreeing to that. I have to throw the phone away, lock it, turn it off, put it away, because otherwise you're like, what's going on? What's going on? Let me look. Let me check. Let me see. Who's texting me? Who's not checking me? Wait a minute. Who's not texting me? Right? Like, who's not calling me on my phone? We are totally doing all of that. But it also says it's affecting your health. Several studies connected to the phone, sleep disruption, anxiety, depression, because if you didn't get that phone cut
That's
off, so
true.
you're now going
Or
and
not
going to be
enough
depressed.
likes on Facebook.
Oh my God. Who has time for that, right? Like, that one is not mine, but yes, that is true. And increased stress, right? Because of what is going on. But ironically, just last week I was talking to the listeners about a friend of mine who was up at some crazy hour, and it was like, I can't go to sleep. I said, get off this phone.
Yeah.
How about that? How about get off the phone?
Mhm.
You're in California. If I'm in Chicago, what time of day is
Yes.
this, you know, that you're up? Get off the phone, because this is what is happening. Your sleep is disrupted.
Yep.
All of these are happening for everybody. And we know that stress is a problem for our health, and we know lack of sleep is a problem. You have to get some sleep. So,
Yes.
you know, even the folks who made this technology are addictive, they said, and that they have to, you know, like that whole like thing
Yes.
about the phone. So,
Yes.
you know, who knew that the phones, Facebook would take you there? First, it was just having a phone to be able to call somebody and be lost, or, you know, find
Yeah.
them and all of that. But then now it is this. And here's one more thing to add to the phones if you have it. Who's a Netflix user out there, right? Yeah, so am I. I have them on
Binge
all
watch.
of my phones and everything. So Netflix adds to this too. But Netflix is going to spend a whopping 17 billion. That was a B as in boy. Billion on content over the next few years.
Ooh.
And 7 and 8 billion of that is just next year. And you know,
Wow.
they're going to be buying the Shonda Rhimes
I'm so proud of
shows,
her.
and Ryan Murphy shows they're gonna be adding. And then, you know, they have their original programming. I just love some of their original stuff.
Yes.
And they have a
Stranger
new-
Things, I think.
That's the one. Stranger
I'm
Things.
listening to that.
This is they're gonna be a new season, and a new film with Will Smith called Bright
Right.
is also going to be a part of that.
Wow.
They are outdoing HBO and CBS
Yes, they
with
are.
buying all of this stuff.
The
So
convenience.
yeah, so they are going to be doing that, and that is just another horrible thing for us Netflix and on our own people users, but nonetheless, it's okay. We're going to take a few minutes and listen to a little bit of music and come back with my guest, finish up with a little bit more news, and find out all about why she's here. And for those listening on the radio, you can't see this product, but we're going to describe it and talk to you about it. You are listening to Urban Broadcast Media and EmPower Hour with your host, Bertina Power. We'll be right back. Good job. Huh?
Whitney.
I know, right? I can't hear. What happened? Huh, somebody says awesome. Hey,
Brian. That's my friend,
BMRMC. Hey,
Brian.
Brian. Hey, everybody over here.
Timothy.
I know, right? We can't. I can't hear anymore. You turn this
I have
on.
to shut stuff down when it comes down to the music.
Oh.
Okay? But I'll bring you all back.
Oh, because it can be heard. But so then I need to
Okay.
start putting that on there that says I do not own the rights to this
Right,
music.
copyright.
I can do
Yeah,
that.
okay.
We can put that on the
Okay.
front of the page.
All right.
From now on. Okay. Oh, we can hear the music.
Yeah. They
It's
true.
the whole music thing, but you know what? Hey, that's your
Yeah.
business. I
Yeah.
understand. We're not mad. Let's say hi to some more people. Hey, George Sales. Hey, Natalie. Oh, this is Natalia. Hey. And then, hey, Nicole. My sister Vanessa and Denise. Hey, Denise. Joseph. Dex. Hey, Cuz. Freddie. All right. Hey, Cheryl out there. Hey, everybody. Hey, Karen. That's right. And Cam up here. LaMonica. Hi, everybody. Oh, my goodness. Look at all these people that have joined. And Eric and... All right. Hey, everybody. And hey, everybody on her page over here. All right. So we're behind the scenes, as I was saying. And we're going to talk about Nordstrom real quick. And then... I can't... That is like no fun. I can't... How am I going to know what's happening?
That was my
I
favorite
Such a good song. Such a good song. Such a good song. All right, what you all doing out there, Facebook? Text me, let me know you're on. Say hi. Just say something on the live page. Let me know you're there. I see you. But then when I come back, I might miss some people because it won't let me know who joined. It only lets me know who said something. So just go out there and say something and let us know you're live out there watching us today. Going to be talking to Miss Iris. Yes. So this picture actually is hair in, or where your
Oh, that's crochet.
Oh, that's crochet. Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah, and so I'm thinking that when you're putting your picture up about talking about growing hair, you might want to reconsider the picture.
Yeah.
just as a thought, because I was, you know, everybody's like,
Yeah.
okay, so that's the hair and that's what you grew. You know what I mean? Just don't want to put out there that, or seemingly put out there that it is that. So we'll come in and we'll do the beginning part about you and the hair, like the whole, how did you get to this point first, and then before we get into a little bit more into the product and the detail, we'll probably take another break, and then we'll come back and go into that.
Sure.
Okay? This is behind the scenes, everybody. Thanks for liking us and joining. Hey, Makila! Of course you are on here. Hey, honey. Yes, this is sorry, that's my hairstylist, Makila.
Hi.
Yes, hey, Makila. How are you, honey? Yes, I'm sorry I didn't get to see you yesterday. Yeah. Hey, Dawn. Dr. Dawn, she was on here when she's our gynecologist. She was on a Tuesday, too. Natural hair products, yes, Cece Pooh. You know, I would love to support. Yeah, she's team natural hair, natural curls. So she's gonna be giving 20% off. I'm gonna tell you how to do all of that too. So yay for all the guests that love the EmPower Hour listeners and give you a great discount on what's going on. But can you figure? Yeah, the cell phones are making us sick, right?
Oh,
Like
yeah. I mean, I've been up at 4 o'clock in the morning texting on Facebook. Who up? Maybe like 30 people.
And people start responding to you like, yeah, no, go to bed,
Right.
go to bed. You know, people were like, I called you, I texted you. I said, listen, I have decided that when I think I'm gonna lay down and somewhat be asleep, if I don't fall asleep watching then I'm turning my phone on silent. I am not trying to hear you all calling me and texting me because my phone will be going on all the time. Especially, like you said, those dings from Facebook or Instagram and everything else is coming through your phones. But you know, a lot of the phones now have a shutdown time frame.
Yeah.
So you can like
You can turn that
reset
on.
it off. Yeah, reset that. We're coming back to all right. Welcome back to Urban Broadcast Media. This is your host, Bertina Power, and you are listening to EmPower Hour. Please don't forget to follow and like me at Bertina Power on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. And for those of you who are listening in, if you have access to a computer, feel free to watch us live on Bertina Power or EmPower Hour Facebook pages, as well as Urban Broadcast Media Facebook page. In the studio today, I have a guest, Miss Iris Nicole Patterson, the CEO of Iris Botanicals. And we're just talking to her about how she came to be the CEO of this company, because you are, first of all, you are an Inglewood native.
Yes, born and raised, 63rd Street.
All right, see it. And that's Lim Bloom, all my Lim Bloom family out there. She's from Inglewood, and she's from the hood where we went to high school right there at 6130 South Walk High.
Right.
So we are neighbors in that. So do you still live in Inglewood now?
No.
Okay, all right, but you're going to have to get back. Yeah, but you're going to have to get back now.
I'm doing the
is
Inglewood
closer.
run this Sunday, so I do go back.
All
for
right.
that, yeah.
Yes, so that's fine. So now, I came across this article. You were written up in DNA, the newspaper DNA, as a woman who was losing her hair
Yes.
just before her wedding,
Yes.
and then became a sole mission to try to find a way to grow your hair back. So let's back up, all right? So you are everyday life living, and
Yes.
like most of us, women, myself included, and others out there watching us, you are wearing hair extensions of
Yes.
various kinds, quick weaves, sewn wigs,
Right.
all of that, right? And so
Right.
then what happened?
So I was working out a lot, and I didn't want to
Absolutely.
comb my hair.
Well, who
And
wants
I
to do that?
saw on social media that it was someone that did a quick weave special.
Okay.
I'm like, $55, I'm on that. Book me. So I went there, and it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. And I'm like, okay, I can keep her as my stylist and everything. So when I went back, it was time for them to soak it off. Well, her assistant did not soak it off properly.
Okay, see, right there, I can already tell where we're going, because as one who has been dealing with hair for 20 plus years, if you don't get it out of your hair right, Makila, my hairstylist, like if you don't get it out of your hair right, it's all finna go haywire from there. Okay, so that story, finish with the story. So she didn't get it out properly, but then did what?
So I'm at the shampoo bowl, and I guess that she was just impatient because the glue wasn't separating from my hair.
Ouch.
So she starts to pull.
Ouch! Oh, you're making my whole head hurt right now.
And I hear the tears. I hear the tears, and all of a sudden I'm starting to feel sore, and I'm kind of rubbing, but there's no mirror around. So
never a mirror over there by the shampoo section, right?
Yeah, you know, and so I didn't know what kind of damage was done, and I just trusted that, okay, my hair is still there. Maybe it's just a rough removal this time.
Right. Maybe it was that cap that gets put down and it's really ripping from that
really
and not from your follicles of your own hair on your scalp. But that was what it was.
That's exactly what happened.
So but then you didn't stop. What happened? You immediately went back into, you didn't know.
I didn't know, so they were prepping me for the next glue in. So I gotta, she prepped me at the bowl, the slicking down the cap and all that other stuff. So by the time I went to the chair, there was a cap on.
You couldn't see anything.
Exactly.
So sad.
So she, the stylist just glued the tracks on. And so the second, when that lifted up, like 2-3 weeks later, now I'm kind of feeling like, okay, why is this cap separating from my skin like that? Like, what's going on? Why can I put my fingers underneath the cap and feel nothing but forehead where there was supposed to be hair? Nice. So I actually have a live picture on my Facebook Iris Botanicals page where I'm peeling the cap back and you can see nothing but just baldness there. And I took those pictures because I was sending them to the stylist, like, well, look what happened. Your shampoo
just in case you were unaware.
Yes, exactly. So.
But then her response was what? We're not trying to put anybody on blast at this point, but I just want us to be informed that you have your rights, obviously, as a hair customer as well as a client.
She did like a oh wow, but it wasn't an apology. There was no apology for it. By this time, I had completely soaked off the glue in.
So you did it yourself this time?
I did it myself.
I know that's right.
And it was, I had a receding hairline like George Jefferson. I ain't gonna lie, you go find those pictures on Iris Botanicals too. And I sent those to her, and she was like, well, you can just get some Dr. Miracles and kind of just, rub that on. And I'm like, but are you gonna help me restore my hair? And so she was like, well, you can come back, but it's still going to be full price for her to work with my hair.
So no sense of assisting you and trying to make sure that proper hair care. Now, that's the one thing that I have to communicate right here and right now as one who wears the additional hair. I'm not going to front about that, but it is, as my hairstylist will always say and has always been a big proponent of, taking care of the hair underneath it.
Right.
Making sure that it is properly coated, cleaned, and prepared and prepped, as well as when the removal, which in your case is where the real issue came in. Because if not separating that glue and loosening it up so that it just falls off as opposed to rip off, then you won't lose follicles connected to your scalp, which is the growing of the hair.
Yeah.
Wow. All right, so you know what? Let's take a few minutes of an urban broadcast media station break, and we're gonna come back and get into how that led to this, which is Iris Botanicals. We'll be right back. You're listening to Urban Broadcast Media EmPower Hour with Bertina Power. I guess she's going to play some music in a moment. Urban Broadcast Media Station break at this time. You are listening to Bertina Power and my guest, Iris Nicole Patterson, CEO of Iris Botanicals.
We're going to talk about these relationships.
Look, I'm going to need you to not be leaving from the room. She can't leave the room. She got to be ready for my kids.
Y'all got that one.
Okay, so then now we'll get into
you're looking for. You know you ain't gonna marry me.
No, we'll get Dr.
Relationships and women just want to bump and
Hotspot Radio, Saturday nights at 8 on UBM Radio.
Hey everybody, let's see who else is speaking. Hey over here, how are you? Oh, her phone looks great. Mine was up here.
Hey, Christina. Hey, Tacoma.
Hey, Mama.
Beauty and Radio, in conjunction with Metropolitan Apostolic Community Church,
Thank you,
invites
Haywood.
to our
Hey,
Everson for
Elaine.
neighbors in need in Puerto Rico, Florida,
Hey,
and
Karen.
Houston, in the wake of the recent hurricanes.
Wakila
Bringing
says,
up
hey, I love your show.
clothing
Fun
and
and
more
informative.
donations to the
Thanks,
event.
Wakila. Second
4117
time.
Drive during normal business
So,
hours. If you wish to make financial donations,
What
visit
if you have bald head? What if you have a bald head? What do you do, I guess, if you have a bald head?
menu and select
Now, this
others.
won't grow
Let
back
us
from
be our
that.
brother's keeper.
Like,
Give them to relief efforts
yeah.
of the recent
Oh,
hurricane.
yeah.
A message from the
If
Met
followers
and
still
Union Radio.
active, it can help, but if
Follow
followers
us
are
on
not,
in the
Okay.
evenings and on the
Okay.
weekend.
You hear that,
make sure
George?
that our young
That
people
you have to
someplace
have
to go.
some form
If it's
of
nothing
active
other than
follicles
playing
to
ping pong,
assist with this.
Engage in the
This is
lively
not growing
conversation
from
5 days a week.
nothing.
Another Perspective
Not
Daily
growing
with
from
Dr.
nothing.
Leon Finney.
But-
Weekdays at 11
So like those that have the pattern balding that is growing and right, that is
hereditary.
yeah, that is growing. Okay. We're gonna talk about that too. So yeah, everybody, thanks for joining and saying hi. All right, up there.
Hey, sweet pea. Oh, thank you.
6 senior spaces
All right,
different
it's
longer.
time.
On the bomb, I know that's right. Give us a promo. Guys, give us some testimony. That's what it's called. Testimonies in the house. Anybody out here on Iris Botanicals, send us some testimonies right here while you watching live, so I can tell everybody about it and what you have to say.
The term
Okay.
isn't enough to describe him. He's also certified organic and free range. Rich puts the cap back on everything. The toothpaste, the olive oil, the shampoo, everything. He lets his 10-year-old nephew beat him at virtual tennis, even though he can straight up slay his 10-year-old nephew in virtual tennis. When the toilet paper is running low, Rich replaces the roll on the actual holder, not just on the back of the toilet.
Oh, that's awesome. Your hair is more manageable, thicker, and longer.
All right, that's
I
right,
love
sweetie.
it.
Listen, so we're on her Facebook page over here doing it live as well, which is Iris Botanicals, and some of her clients are giving some testimony and talking about how her hair is now manageable, thicker, and longer from using her products. And she absolutely thinks Iris Botanicals are the bomb. Yes, so you know I'm all about promoting it, especially African American owned businesses, especially if you are a woman, you know.
It's only been a year. That's awesome.
All right. Welcome back to Urban Broadcast Media EmPower Hour with your host, Bertina Power. We're going to jump right back into what we're doing on the studio, which is talking to Miss Iris Nicole Patterson, and she is the CEO and founder of Iris Botanicals, which is a hair, what would you say, hair growing, hair rejuvenating
Yeah,
system?
I call it the restorative care trio.
Restorative care trio. That sounds great. All right. So now we were telling everybody before the break about how you basically lost your hair front line
Yes.
from a quick weave, as you
Yes.
will be, that was not removed properly. So it's not the
Exactly.
wearing of it
No.
per se in your case, but
Right.
it was the removal or improper removal of
Right.
it that then caused the problem. Okay.
Right.
And so you are the products. So she told you, she being the hairstylist,
Yes.
didn't want to give you a break. Obviously,
Right.
you did or did not go back to her again.
I never.
You've never been back to her again. Okay, and so then she told you to go find a product.
Yeah.
But you didn't really feel that was going to work, or did you try it and it wasn't working? What?
Well, initially I did.
So you did try it, okay, and
Mhm.
it wasn't working, and so then you decided to do what?
Well, I wanted to speed up the process
Okay.
because it was months before my wedding. Now I was
I'm
already.
I'm still a little bit shocked that this is
Yes.
happening months before your
It
wedding.
was
That
6
has got to
months
be
before I was supposed to walk.
not enough
out,
time. Not
And
enough time.
I'm like, okay.
And
you
what
know
did what did the soon-to-be husband think about it?
I slept in wigs. He never saw me like that. Like he never.
So you didn't tell him. He knew
Well,
nothing about it at the
He
time.
knew I was suffering, but I did not want him to see me like
Oh
that.
wow.
So when
Okay.
he was at work, you know, I was able to. I worked on my hair when he was at work during the
Okay.
daytime,
Okay.
and then when he came, by the time he came home, I was already under a wig.
Okay, so no exposure to what was really truly going on to that. Okay, so now you get in the kitchen. Is that what happens? Or you start doing some research?
I started doing research after I went to therapy, cried about it. The therapist said,
therapy.
Iris, hair grows back. And I'm like, but when? And so when I woke up one morning, I'm like, let me do my own research and create my own stuff. because I know with the hair care products that are on the line, a lot of them have just a thimble size of coconut oil or whatever special ingredients, right? I wanted some potent stuff, and I knew that the only way that I can get what I needed was to create it. So yours
has more of these oils and more of these products that are listed as opposed to just a tiny bit and
these
then
are
filled
premium
with the rest of the
products,
stuff.
handmade by me, because I understand the pain. So I give you way more than what your average large big box store products would give you, because they're trying to save money. I'm trying to save hair.
I see. So your mission is a little bit different.
It is.
Your mission is, I want to save hair. I don't want anybody to have to go. If anybody has gone through what I've gone through, this is a way to get it restored.
Yes.
Now, we did have somebody on our Facebook page, a guy, right? Because obviously the women are all tuned into this and they think it's only about them. But for the men, they're saying, well, wait a minute. Now, is that something I can use? And the question is if I'm bald. Now, bald is bald because you shave it bald is one thing.
Right.
Bald is bald if the hair follicles are gone is another. But you're saying your product would work if the follicles
are still active. I have men that use my products.
Oh, you do? Okay. All right. So
I
men do use it. All right.
Yeah, generally.
You hear that, guys? You hear that? This is not just for the girls. Guys can use it. But the key word is active follicles. Okay, so you have to have some.
I don't sell dreams. I don't lie. Integrity is everything because I've been there. You know, the business happened to me. I didn't wake up and say that I wanted to go into business. It's a ministry work. You know, it's something that happened to me to be able to help other people.
Absolutely, but we're going to talk about that.
Yes.
But that is, in essence, how things grow, right? You know, it is when I'm walking, I'm not finding it, it is not working, and then all of a sudden, you your ingenuity, and you design, and you think, and you grow, and you research, and you put together, and then next thing you know, you have a viable end product that not only works for you, but for others. And so that is what Iris Botanical is, in essence, selling, right? Quote unquote. You are selling that this is something that works and it is not about money for you. So now you begin to put together a set of what, oils or?
So the first thing I did a ton of hot oil treatments. I was shampooing my hair twice a week because I was doing hot oil treatments twice a week, because I needed to see something right away.
Right, so you were like on the fast track.
Yeah, I was on a fast track, and so the first thing that I created after I did a lot of research and started to see my hair grow within 3 to 4 months was my rejuvenating hair butter. So by that time I had grown out enough where I can wear sew-ins comfortably and like half sew-ins because the hair was blending now.
Gotcha.
You know, so I could stop wearing my wigs at that point. And when I created the rejuvenating hair butter, well, the first thing I did was I was ranting on Facebook, and which is how my business kicked off.
Of course.
Yeah, I told this long story, this long post, like hashtag long post. And so, and I had before and after photos. I showed when I was completely bald, and then I showed where I had sparked enough growth where I can just go outside. And so people were like, oh my God, I sympathize with you, but you gotta tell me what you did. What products were you using?
Right.
And
so even then you weren't trying to sell a product. You were just like, this is what was going on, and this is, I'm mad, and I'm ranting.
Yes, I'm mad.
And I have a wedding coming up, and like, oh my God. And so you were doing just that, but then everybody was like, wait, hold on, I'm so sorry for you. I'm so sorry. Yeah, so what are you using, right? Like, talk to me about that. And then that became the spark that led to, okay, well, I sort of just have this stuff in a jar at home, right? That was really what you did. And then, so what are some of the things, without giving away the secret, the kinds of oils and things that are in the products?
I always talk about my premium, this is my premium blend, and I fell in love with 7 essential oils that worked wonderful for my hair, just wonderfully. And my first is rosemary, because rosemary is in every single product here.
Mom, I know you're smiling from ear to ear about that. She is a rosemary fan. She is a huge fan of rosemary. Okay, so rosemary.
It's antifungal and it stimulates growth. And so it's in my shampoo, my conditioner, my hair serum, as well as my hair butter.
Okay.
And
so what else?
But here are the 7 oils that are in the rejuvenating hair butter, which was the first product that I made. It has rosemary. It has lang lang. Lang lang comes from a plant in Madagascar.
Lang lang. Oh. She did not say Madagascar, my absolute favorite place in the world that I have not gone. So Madagascar grows lang lang.
Lang plants.
Okay.
Yes.
What else?
Tea tree, and we know that that's antifungal.
Yeah.
It has sweet basil. It has lavender. Lavender is a natural conditioner for the hair. And so
These are all the things that my brothers and sisters that are listening, they know we grew up with these things literally in our house all the time. She's like, Mom, what is this? And why do you have this stuff everywhere?
Yes.
But lavender, like, is one of her favorites.
Oh,
like,
that's
absolute
awesome.
favorite, especially smelling
Yes.
and if you sick, you know, you can breathe through lavender and
Yes.
stuff like that. And as a massage, so
Yeah.
we didn't tell everybody, but your
massage
other career is a
therapist.
massage therapist. So
Yes.
I'm sure lavender oils were one of the
Yes.
ones you used all the time.
Because you relaxes you.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Then it has peppermint oil that stimulates the follicle.
Okay.
And then you have your argan oil, and I'm sure you everyone's very familiar with all
Yes,
these
argan
oils.
is well not that what was it?
Lang.
Lang. Now that one I'm gonna have to say I had absolutely no idea about, but I have heard at least about all of the other ones. But I have not used them. But Lang out of Madagascar.
Mhm.
Okay.
So
all
those
right.
blends help stimulate growth.
Okay.
Mhm.
And so then your first product was which product? You
The
said
rejuvenating hair
the
butter.
rejuvenating hair butter. And so men and women can use this hair butter, right? And then
Yes.
in essence, so for those of you who are watching, you're gonna have to come back if you're listening. So this is the hair butter, and it's just gonna.
Oh, yes.
Okay, so I just wanted to see how light it is, because that's very light.
Yes, it does not weigh
It's
down
not a
your
heavy
hair.
oil
It doesn't
at
clog
all.
Oils. It doesn't make your hair oily.
Oh my goodness, and it smells. I know you can't smell on the radio, and you can't even smell right here watching me on Facebook, but it smells very delightful. Like, doesn't smell like hair oil. Anybody grow up with the tin can red oil? Yeah. So it doesn't smell like anything like that. That is the oils that we are so used to. It smells very light, and I can smell a little bit of that peppermint,
Yes.
the lavender. Like it's like the more you smell
Yes.
and sniff, the more you can smell in there. And I'm probably smelling this
Lang.
Lang. I'm gonna get this Lang that's in here, but I don't know what it smells like. But that's probably what I'm smelling as well. So the hair butter was the first to come about, and that was what everybody was just getting.
Yeah, so
giving it
everybody
away.
was buying, and eventually.
But you started giving it away
I
at
started
first.
giving stuff away at
Okay.
first because my key was I just wanted to rescue people
Right.
from the pain. So I'm like, yeah, totally.
To rescue you from the pain of not having your hair, right?
Yes.
Because it is very, especially in the African American community, when you agree that men love their women with their hair. They'll take it afro,
Yes.
they'll take it braided,
Yes.
they'll take it all kinds of ways. But it is one of those things that in our community is it's the crown.
Yeah.
It is truly the crown to
It
the queen
is.
that they are, in love with. It is it is the hair, right?
Yes.
And so losing that just before you're marrying your king,
Yes.
you have got to
my
be
goodness.
in like a state of panic,
I was
right?
crying.
You were in therapy already,
Yeah.
as you say. So
Yeah, I
between-
already had some stuff to talk about.
Right.
So maybe something else to talk about.
all right, so you're in therapy, you do that, you grow this, you have this product, people are now wanting to buy it or willing
Yes.
to buy it.
Yes.
And so now you got a business. Or
I
you
do.
start to think you have a viable business.
Yeah, because at first it was a hobby, and then
It
people.
was a personal hobby.
Yeah.
Grow my own hair,
And
help some people.
started telling other people, and then
Okay.
it turned into a business. And then later, people were like, "Well, I love this, but do you have a shampoo and a conditioner?"
Gotcha.
And I said, "No, I don't have a shampoo and a conditioner. I
And
just
grew
have
that.
the hair butter." And a year later, I came out with my shampoo and conditioner. I like to test my products for a year.
Okay, well that's good to know. So you absolutely are coming from a place of personal testimony,
Yes.
and then others that are also helping you before you are
Yes.
putting it on the shelves. And
Yes.
speaking about putting it on the shelves, you are in that Whole Foods
I
in
am.
Inglewood.
That's where I started.
Yes, of course you did, because that's your home
Yes.
area. And then, but you're now growing this so successfully. You're also in where? South Loop.
South Loop, Hyde Park, and Lincoln Park locations, and then
Alright.
a couple of salons. So
But anybody who's watching or listening and wants to get some can
Yes.
get some online,
Yes,
right?
they can.
And they can get that where?
irisbotanicals.com.
That's with an S, irisbotanicals.com. And she
Yes.
is going to, as all my guests do, which I thank them so much, give our listeners
Yes.
a special discount. So all caps, right?
All caps.
EmPower. All caps, the word EmPower gets you
20% off.
20% off.
Yes,
Yay!
your total purchase.
Your total purchase gets 20% off EmPower, and we're going to do that through October 31st?
Yes.
All right, so through the end of the month, you have a chance to buy for yourself or for somebody else you know that might be going through this issue. And your issue had a name for it. It was what?
Traction alopecia. The pull.
Traction alopecia. So not one that was grown from like your just genetics, but this is one that was caused as a byproduct of something else.
Right.
And I know a lot of hairstylists are working with individuals that have alopecia.
Yes.
So is it only the tension pull alopecia or even the